I'm Teri, and this is Tea with Teri, where we talk about thoughts, emotions, and actions. So today I want to talk about the lists that we all make, those to-do lists. And it's interesting because the to-do list is something that many productivity advisors will tell us is a great idea. That in order to get things done, we want to be systematic and we want to have that to-do list. And it makes sense. However, because we all respond to these expectations and lists differently, it may not be the best for you. One thing that I've found with clients is that they are often overwhelmed by their to-do list. Some of my clients will have pages and pages of things on their to-do list that we know they will never accomplish in one day, and they end up taking that to-do list and transferring it to the next day. And along with that transfer comes sometimes those feelings of beating ourselves up or shoulding on ourselves, or creating a story around how we're not good enough, we're not getting enough done. And so if you are struggling under the weight of your to-do list, or if you want to feel more accomplished with the things that you do have in front of you, or more excited about the possibility of what's next, I want to borrow from Gretchen Rubin some ideas of alternatives to a to-do list. So one of my favorite ones is called a ta-da list. So ta-da! And this is really writing down things that you've accomplished. And it can be really powerful because it gives us that sense of accomplishment, like we've already won before we get started. And simply the listing of everything, we actually have the drive to continue. So I want to invite you to consider if a ta-da list might help you stop beating yourself up and let go of some of those unrealistic expectations about getting absolutely everything done. And then she also offers a could-do list. I really like this one. So some people do better when they're reminded that they have a choice. So you could make two columns and things that you could do on one side and things that you could do on another side. And then you could compare. For example, perhaps you could organize your desk or go through old papers and shred. So those were two options, for example, that you could use so that you're not stuck. A could-do list. And then for some, it works really helpful. It's very helpful to do a today list. So some people get overwhelmed with everything. And so just focusing on a few tasks that we know we can accomplish in one day. And so this is really helpful because, again, it gives us permission to explore how does it work for us and to not fall into the trap of thinking that there's only one right way to do it. So I hope you make a could-do list or a ta-da list or a today list. And my today list included recording this tea with Teri. So now it's up to you, and I'll see you next week.